On this week's episode of Bayou Wild TV,
I mean, these boys can hunt. They're not just somebody that you got a gun to come out here and hunt. I mean, these guys are really experienced, seasoned hunters.
I'm LSU catcher Alex Milazzo, and this is Tigers in the Wild, brought to you by Sunshine Equipment.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Global Outdoors. Find your next adventure and share your experiences with others by downloading the Global Outdoors mobile app or visiting globaloutdoors.com. Every day, we strive to preserve traditions that have spanned generations.
Around every turn of the bayou, Mother Nature reveals unique people, places, and experiences.
and the bounty of animals and fish. Well, in Louisiana, we just call that lagniappe. I'm Don Dubuque.
I'm Chris LeCoq.
I'm Captain Martha Spencer. Join us as we document the adventure,
Sportsmanship,
and heritage that make us Bayou Wild. We're back in southwest Louisiana along the western shore of Calcasieu Lake, visiting one of our regular stops, Hackberry Rod Gun. You've probably heard their motto, "You should have been here yesterday." But for Bayou Wild TV, whether it's yesterday, today, or tomorrow, every day is a good day to experience this homegrown hospitality and outdoor paradise with our friends in Hackberry. We're at Hackberry Rod Gun for the first episode of Tigers in the Wild, presented by Sunshine Equipment.
You know, grew up right there down the road from Baton Rouge in Zachary, Louisiana. Played football and baseball at Zachary, and you know, had the opportunity to continue my career and go right down the road to LSU. Something that's super important to me is being a leader on this year's team and setting the standard for new guys on this team and younger guys. And I think that's why LSU has a track record of winning and being great.
When I started in high school, I was a 2022 graduate and then reclassified, so only had 3 years of high school. Kind of jumped forwarded to Alabama. Sat out that first year, pitched last year, and then I got to go up to the Cape. And I remember the call from Coach Johnson. I knew that's where I wanted to be. Just being from Louisiana, just coming back home was a real priority for me.
All right, guys, tomorrow's the big trip. We're going to start it off with a duck hunt. I got a little tip for you. It's called a secret weapon. Now get in here real close, because I don't show this to many people, but this is it right here. And it makes this great sound. Should I go on? You think you got it? Huh? You got it?
I think I've heard that song a bunch.
Well, guard this with your life, because there's not many like it, and it's sure to get the ducks in. Coming up next.
There's nothing quite like the Louisiana outdoors. Known for its mystique and natural beauty, Sometimes there's no better place to clear your head. John Deere products from Sunshine can help you do just that. From the woods to the field, every view is better from behind the wheel of a John Deere. Ask your local Sunshine dealer about our current promotions or learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
One of the reasons why Double D has been around for 50 years is because we are consistent with what built the business. And we go to great lengths to make sure that when you bring a deer or a hog or whatever it may be, your meat stays your meat all the way through the process. But we want to be as true to the original intent, which is a local meat company. And that's something that we want to maintain for as long as the Lord lets us do it.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today. Become a supporter of the Louisiana Wildlife Agents Association today by visiting supportlwaa.org. Browse the selection of exclusive gear, including t-shirts in a variety of colors and styles, plus hats, koozies, and more. Gear up today and support the LWAA. Get him.
Good morning from Hackberry Rod Gun. This morning we're hunting down in Johnson's Bayou, a place we call Cameron Meadows, and just north of the Gulf, about 2 miles where we are.
Well, when you're hunting hackberries leases, you are hunting marshland, but it's a little bit different type of terrain. They do have a bottom to it, and there's a lot of ducks because there's a lot of less pressure, and it's also a mixture of some rice field country, crawfish ponds, as well as good brackish and intermediate marsh.
Take those birds. Shoot him, pintail. That one. Get him again. Oh my God, hit him!
Hunting and fishing is another way for me to compete, but also have some downtime from what can be at times a stressful, I guess stressful sport, you know, where there's a lot of failure, but there's also a lot of failure in hunting and fishing.
That's a new one right there. See that? Yeah. No, this one here? This one straight above us. The new one. Back in there.
One thing that's really helped us through this season is we've had water in a lot of the areas, especially the fields, the rice fields. it's been so dry for so long that they just haven't been able to keep the water on the fields. When they get water on them, it's just absorbing it fast. And this area, we're impounded. Water got low, but whenever we had high tides, we were able to put some water in here. It's been salty water, which is not exactly what we prefer, but we have water, and we've had the ducks because of it.
You know, it's very interesting to hunt with guys that are baseball players like these and also hunters and fishermen. A lot of the same skills that one requires, required by the other. I'm talking about patience, discipline, determination, and that will to never give in.
My dad has always told me, hey, this baseball career is only there for so long. Those ducks and those deer and those fish, they're gonna be there when you get done. And you know, I've tried to take it that way and devote everything I have into baseball. And when I get some time, I like to go outside and shoot me a few ducks, or you know, go sit in the deer stand and have my dog with me and enjoy the time while I'm out there.
Delta Marina is Plaquemines Parish fishing one-stop. Get live bait, fuel, ice, tackle, and marine supplies. Then launch into the world's most productive saltwater fishing. Return to the fishing cleaning station, relax in first-class cabins overlooking the bayou, all in Delta Marina's safety video-monitored parking lot. Need a fishing charter guide? Delta Marina can hook you up. Cook your catch in your kitchenette or dine in the upstairs restaurant. Visit Delta Marina for a day or a week. Stop in just off Highway 11 down Rosemary Drive in Empire. Visit thedeltamarina.com.
In Louisiana, food brings everyone together. These are the flavors that make friends out of total strangers. The flavors that remind you of home. It's the meals you crave, that take time, that show love. Because in Louisiana, we cook. And we know that when we come together to cook and eat, life gets better. So pull up a chair, leave room for seconds, and pass a good time. Because life needs Louisiana flavor, baby.
The one and only Louisiana Sportsman Show presented by Shell in Baton Rouge, March 1st through 3rd at Raising Cane's River Center. Same great show, new location. Vendors from Louisiana and other states on hand, offering great deals on fishing and hunting gear, boats, tractors, golf carts, ATVs, and much more. Get your buck officially scored at the Louisiana Land Bank's Big Buck Contest. Stay for a Zydeco hockey game Friday and Saturday nights. Plan to join the one and only Louisiana Sportsman Show, March 1st through 3rd at Raising Cane's River Center, Baton Rouge. Count on us to put on the best show possible. Continuing this week's episode, we've unloaded the Gator in Hackberry, Louisiana, joined by special guests Alex Milazzo and Kade Woods, student athletes with the LSU Tigers baseball team. These two young men, baseball's made a big contribution to shaping their lives, but equally important is spending time in our sportsman's paradise with family and friends.
Shooting.
Been a great day.
It's been an awesome day, man. This is an everyday thing for me. It just so happens got the opportunity to come down to Hackberry and have a great time with great people.
Well, you've turkey hunted, you've big game hunted, of course the ducks and all types of birds. What is your favorite if you had to nail it down to one thing to hunt?
Man, if if somebody put me in the situation where they said you could only hunt one thing for the rest of your life, I'd be chasing those green heads all across the country, mallard duck.
Let me ask you this, is there a correlation between baseball and hunting and fishing? Does one complement the other? Does one teach you certain skills or patience and things that helps the other one?
Yeah, I'd say they complement each other very well, and there's a lot of similarities you can find across the two. I think for any kids growing up, whether it's baseball, football, or any athletic group where people are dependent upon you, you're part of a team, you're part of something bigger than yourself, no different than hunting. I think hunting, sports in general, it teaches you to have respect for others, and it teaches you a certain level of patience and a certain level of discipline. The cool thing about the outdoors is no matter when you started it, there's always somebody out there that's willing to teach you the right way to go about things and take you under their wing, no different than baseball.
They tell me they got some fish waiting for us in the bayou. Let's go load up and go get them.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Coming up next, we're headed to White Oak Estate and Gardens, and Chef John Folse is preparing a quick dish fit for any hunting camp.
You have all that beautiful seasoning on there. Look how gorgeous that is. So to take them and drop them in the sauce, and where's that flavor going?
Into the pot. Sauce. Coming up on Bayou Wild TV, spicy venison meatballs with Chef John Folse. Oh yeah.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
There's nothing quite like the Louisiana outdoors. Known for its mystique and natural beauty, sometimes there's no better place to clear your head. John Deere products from Sunshine can help you do just that. From the woods to the field, every view is better from behind the wheel of a John Deere. Ask your local Sunshine dealer about our current promotions or learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
We love our children. We protect them. We guide them. We prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Dreams to provide hope, to provide spiritual healing and strength, to provide moments of happiness and relief in the hardest of times. We can give a glimmer of light and hope in a time of darkness and despair. Join huntofalifetime.org to help make dreams come true, to provide hope for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Hunt of a Lifetime is a non-profit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.
Welcome back to White Oak Estate and Gardens. We're here with our friend Chef John Folse. And you know, when people go deer hunting, they wind up with a lot of ground meat. And I've got these gloves on for a reason because we're making what today?
We're making venison meatballs today, but you know what? It could be venison, it could be any mixture of game. You could even sneak a little fish in there if you wanted to.
Getting bold here.
No, think about it. I mean, I don't think there's any rules and regulations to anything when you're grounding meat.
Yes.
When you're grounding things up, mix it together. Look what you have here now. Look at the three different colors of
pork, venison, and beef.
That's right. And
All right.
So you already have a combination
Yes.
of meats in the pot. So
And venison's a very lean meat, so you can add other things for tenderness and fat content.
And pork is the best way to kind of level it all
Kind of
out
blend
a
it
little bit.
together.
So yeah, so why don't you go ahead and
So
throw
I'll start making the meatballs and you start making the roux?
Yeah, and you're going to throw in your onion, celery, bell pepper, garlic, and whatever seasonings you want. So I'm going to go in with my Trinity. Just throw that in there like this.
And I'm going to add these other ingredients here as well?
Yeah, no,
Three eggs?
that's right. So you have the eggs that's going to hold your meatballs together.
Some cheese.
You're going to have a little cheese in there.
And some breadcrumbs.
Yep, and the breadcrumbs, of course. So now the good news is I see you have those black gloves on.
Get down and dirty with it.
Absolutely, and that's the best thing for the cook to do at home. Put those gloves on and get your hands in there and just go ahead and there you go.
You want me to start making some meatballs to put right here?
Absolutely, you go ahead and do that. I'm sauteing all, and you can make them any size you want, but normally a meatball could be cut right down the middle.
Like a golf ball?
About golf ball size, 2 equal parts. So I have my Trinity in here, onion, celery, bell pepper. I'm gonna add my tomato sauce, because we are making a nice tomato sauce to go over those meatballs. Some nice fresh tomatoes chopped up. You see the steam coming out. You need to cook that tomato to mellow it out. I'm gonna add a little beef stock to this. If you take the meatballs like this, you have all that beautiful seasoning on there. Look how gorgeous that is. And you're doing them all the same size. So to take them and drop them in the sauce, the heat will pull all of that juice out of the meat as it cooks. And where's that flavor going?
Into
the pot.
sauce.
It takes about 10 to 15 minutes for the meatballs to start to harden and solidify. And if you give me one of those spoons right there, this is what I always tell my students at school, just flip them over like that with a spoon. And that way you're not gonna break them up. And just flip them over like that once they've been cooking for about 15 minutes. You see, they're already starting to firm up, you see? You don't want to move them around, just let them harden as it starts to cook that protein. Like always, whenever one of these magical dishes come together and I turn around to wipe my hands, often just 2 hands come down from heaven and take a couple of them.
Couple meatballs missing here.
Oh yeah, the good Lord's eating a couple of them. Beat that.
Cannot beat that. And you can taste the cheese, but it's subtle.
And remember, grind combinations of game meat into meatballs.
Delicious.
Don't only think of one game.
So
Clean the freezer.
Yeah, when you're at the bottom of the freezer and about to restock, get you some spicy venison meatballs. Delicious.
Clean that freezer out with this
I'm gonna
dish.
go home and make some of these myself.
Good.
There's nothing quite like the Louisiana outdoors. Known for its mystique and natural beauty, sometimes there's no better place to clear your head. John Deere products from Sunshine can help you do just that. From the woods to the field, every view is better from behind the wheel of a John Deere. Ask your local Sunshine dealer about our current promotions or learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
There's no better way to serve perfect crawfish than with King Cooker's wide variety of high-jet burners, boiling pots, straining baskets, seafood paddles, and check out King Cooker's special serving tables and trays. Make your seafood boil party easy and perfectly tasty. Find a retailer near you or go to kingcookerwithak.com and use discount code DDKK23 and save on your King Cooker products. That's kingcooker.com, discount code DDKK23.
Hi, I'm Miss Louisiana, Mackenzie Scroggs, with a safety message from the Louisiana propane dealers. Propane cylinders are safety certified for 12 years, and after that, you must have it recertified or traded in for a new one. And if you make any changes to your tank or appliances, you must have it inspected by a certified propane dealer. And that's the law. Propane is safe, clean, exceptional energy for everyone, and it's a fuel for our future. To find out more, visit LouisianaPropane.com.
The one and only Louisiana Sportsman Show presented by Shell in Baton Rouge, March 1st through 3rd at Raising Cane's River Center. Same great show, new location. Vendors from Louisiana and other states on hand, offering great deals on fishing and hunting gear, boats, tractors, golf carts, ATVs, and much more. Get your buck officially scored at the Louisiana Land Bank's Big Buck Contest. Stay for a Zydeco hockey game Friday and Saturday nights. Plan to join the one and only Louisiana Sportsman Show March 1st through 3rd at Raising Cane's River Center, Baton Rouge. Count on us to put on the best show possible. Another great time in Hackberry for Bayou Wild TV, getting to know these hometown heroes of the baseball diamond. It's just another example of the common bonds we find with others while in the woods and on the water.
It's really great having these guys here, you know. They're really famous in this area, if not all over the whole country, and talk about two fine young men, too.
I done caught the Hackberry Grand Slam today. I shot my ducks. What else I catch? I catch a blue crab.
Caught a crab.
Caught an oyster. And I caught my flounder. That's the Hackberry Grand Slam right there.
You know, you don't know what to expect when you meet people that get this much publicity, but these guys are really well-rounded, and I know their parents and everybody should be proud of and all proud of them.
We didn't even catch the hook.
I hope you enjoyed seeing these athletes in the field as much as we did, and hope you'll stay tuned in the future for a whole lot more of our Tigers in the Wild.
You know, I hope to play baseball as long as I can, but everybody knows that, you know, you can't play baseball or you can't play sports as long as you want. You know, at some day, I'm gonna have to hang the cleats up, whether that's in 2 years, 10 years, 20 years. But you know, when that day comes, if you want to find me, you can just go search out in the woods somewhere, and I'm probably going to be duck hunting, deer hunting, or, you know, fishing, probably with my dogs and family, and or you can find me on a farm somewhere.
Thanks to Alex and Kade for sharing their passion for sports and the outdoors with us, and continuing the tradition of adventure, sportsmanship, and heritage of Bayou Wild.